following is a presentation of the National Soccer Network.
In for Baccarat, and that goes in! Hugo Baccarat gives Flint City a 3-2. Buckley, the ball falls to Buckley. One-on-one with Etheridge. What a save!
Welcome into the first ever MSN All-State Media Day for Girls Soccer. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrett.
Ball comes in, a good hit! 1-0! Shot, another save from Etheridge! Rebound, and it goes in the back of the net. The Bulldogs up 1-0! Burzma, but then for Vlasma! 3-0! Stewart Heights with a shot! Upper 90 and in!
Effectively today here on the Michigan Soccer Network, we are launching our new division of player recruitment videos.
Mario Canoe now finds Stock. Stock's got a left-footed banger. He shoots it, and it's in! The Red Hawks equalize!
Hello everybody and welcome into Grant Middle School. It is the UPSL Fall National Playoffs round of 16. FUT Ohio SC is welcoming in Black Cat all the way from Indiana. My name's Jonathan Turner alongside Mr. Dan Stickrett. It is a brisk 26 degrees outside here in Marion, Ohio. We'll bring you into our press box, and Dan, I'm excited to be here. Are you excited to be here?
Excited to be here because we are in a press box and not outdoors, enjoying the elements. Brisk cold weather has slammed the Midwest here in the last 24 hours. We've had plenty of snow in Ohio and Michigan and other states in the area. It doesn't really feel like soccer weather outside anymore, but we have games in the UPSL all over the country this weekend.
Well, that we do. We have a great matchup here tonight, and you know, we talk about this a lot, Dan. We've done a lot of these games all across the United States. We've been to Virginia. We've been to California. We've been to Columbus, Ohio. This is outside of the Columbus area in Marion, Ohio. But these two teams are fighting for a chance to play in a national championship game here later on in 2025. But they first got to get through this matchup here tonight. Both these teams coming in here looking pretty good. We'll go back out to the field here as both these teams are warming up still here in Marion, Ohio. Again, it's 28 degrees. Let's take a look here at the current weather. 28 degrees. There it is.
Marion, Ohio is about 25 to 30 miles northwest of Columbus, Ohio, but both these teams have very good defenses coming into this game. Take a look at Black Cat. They come out of Lafayette, Indiana. 0.85 goals against average, just 11 goals conceded. They've scored 38 goals as a unit, 2.93 goals per game. Offensively, FUT Ohio, located in Westerville, Ohio, just outside of Columbus. They've outscored the opposition 42-5 this year, so they've scored 3.24 goals a game, and their goals against average is quite stout at 0.39 on the 2024 fall campaign.
No question about that. We're going to step aside here, come back here. We'll have more pregame coverage for you. We're going to kick off in about just 2.5 minutes or so. Obviously, that may or may not be the exact time of kickoff. It is amateur soccer, but you're about to watch it on the UPSL YouTube channel and the National Soccer Network on Roku TV. Don't go anywhere. We're back.
Your Oakland University Golden Grizzlies. Drives to the basket, and it's in! The biggest games on the blacktop. 4-3. Of course! Borowski from 3! We need you there. Golden Grizzlies fans, get out your dancing shoes!
Welcome you back here into Grant Middle School in Marion, Ohio. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrat. You know, we are racing to get in the starting 11s into a graphic. Unable to do that. But, Dan, we'll talk about this lineup as we bring it back into our press box here. And again, Dan, we talk about this a lot. You know, the reality is amateur soccer is one of those conundrums, right? It is extremely important in the growth in the game of soccer. You know, the adult and collegiate player looking to find that home after college, after high school, looking to stay competitive with a chance of one day maybe playing professionally, right? And that's what this is all about. And for some of them, they'll never go on to play professionally. But what they might do is get a chance to maybe hoist a trophy, and the UPSL is one of the best leagues in the country that can deliver such a thing like that.
Yeah, and it's a league that's been around a long time, but it's been growing. We've already talked about on their website. There'll be more franchises added to the list next year. You have well over 100 teams competing all over the country, and the UPSL is broken down into 2 seasons. You have that spring and summer season where the National Final Four is usually held in the beginning of August, and you have your fall-winter season with the national championships, which should be held, I believe, at the beginning of February of 2025. So a lot of players. This is a great chance for them to stay active in their 20s. We have some current college players, some players just outside of college. Do not want to hang up the cleats just yet. There are some very high-quality teams, very talented teams across the country in the UPSL each and every season.
That is right. We are moments away. Let's go back out to the field and see where we are with the current setup there as teams are getting ready to do their walk-on. We're moments away here from the start of this UPSL round of 16, the 2024. Let's take a look at the current bracket here of the UPSL. Again, this is a national playoff, so all these teams from across the country will come and they will play across many different areas of the nation. Up there, up on your far right there, you see again is Black Cat beat Diversity FC back on the 23rd of November, just a week ago today, by a score of 4-3. FUT Ohio SC beat Duca FC, a team out of the Midwest East. That played here again last weekend. That game was a 2-0 victory in favor of FUT Ohio. They will obviously play here tonight against the Black Cat, and the winner will go on and play against Bridge Sports Club, who won by a score yesterday of 3-2. Back on the 24th, not yesterday, but a week ago here, Sunday. So they're waiting here on December the 7th there, Dan.
Yeah, starting to break down. We're down to the final 16, and after this weekend, we'll be down to the Elite 8. Games will be played before Christmas, and then the Final Four will be played in the early stages of 2025.
And last year, I had a chance to call those national finals all the way in Irvine, California. I'm not sure what they will make that announcement. The UPSL will here, I'm sure, in the coming weeks as we get ready for that. But we'll send it out to the field here as we get moments away from getting this game underway. You see a look there at FUT Ohio. They'll be wearing their blue kits here today for that FUT Ohio team. They are the home side here. Coming into this game, Dan, 42 goals for. They finished 10-2-1 in their league here during this past season. And look at the referees now getting involved in some of the soccer action. Hey, you know what? Even the referees can knock a ball around their den. But either way, excited to have you along. Hey, if you're watching it on the UPSL YouTube channel, we have right now you have the ability to go vote for who you think is going to win tonight's game. So get your vote on if you can. But either way, excited to have you along here tonight as we're moments away from getting this game underway. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrat.
We talked about in the pregame, both these teams have very good defenses, very well organized on those back lines. They've combined for 15 shutouts this fall. FUT Ohio SC has 8 clean sheets, and Black Cat from Indiana has 7 shutouts. So these two teams are very difficult to score upon. They've combined for only conceding 16 goals over the class of the last 4 months. So they get set for the round of 16 here in the UPSL National Fall Tournament. No more easy games when they get to this stage. All these teams are very talented. We'll see what happens here on the pitch in Marion, Ohio. Again, this is about 25 to 30 miles northwest of Columbus. Huge railroading town, kind of in the plains of the northern half of Ohio. Some very talented soccer teams on the pitch here today.
And do want to preference this. We were just given these rosters here a few moments ago. So if we say a name wrong, we apologize ahead of time. But hey, you know, the reality is this is what the epitome of soccer is in this country. You're talking about playing a fall league matchup in 26-degree weather, 28-degree weather, and as that sun starts to set, Dan, that might even get even colder. We saw flurries here in Michigan earlier today. We almost saw almost close to an inch of lake effect snow here in the Metro Detroit area. This game is about 3.5 hours or so from where we are currently situated right now at Grant Middle School in Marion, Ohio. Again, just waiting on the festivities to get underway here. Look there at Black Cat FC from Indiana. Black Cat plays in the Midwest Central. Again, they're from Lafayette, Indiana. Their coach is Kyle McClure. Their admin is Paulina Rios Bravo, along with Jon Ross, Castillo Cusi, and another coach there, Jesus Estrada, Jose Rodriguez. So they've got a pretty big staff. As step aside here now for the national anthem. Again, your vote right now on the UPSL YouTube channel. 71% of you have Black Cat FC winning this matchup here today. 29% of you have FUT Ohio. Remember, there must be a winner, so there will be no draws in this one. Isn't that right, Dan?
No draws, so there will be no, they say, ties like kissing your sister. There will be none of that here today. Must be a winner decided. So if there is a tie at the end of regulation, obviously the game will move into shootout and potentially overtime, then potentially a shootout. The winners of these games will play next weekend at a time and site to be determined.
I want to remind everybody you are watching this broadcast on the UPSL YouTube channel as well as the National Soccer Network on Roku TV. So if you are watching this on YouTube and happen to have Roku on your TV, you can hop over there if you'd like. Or just stay here and watch and participate here on YouTube. Last night had a chance for our first ever broadcast of Major Arena Soccer on our National Soccer Network platform, so that was fun. We have 104 games coming up of Major Arena Soccer on the National Soccer Network Roku TV channel, so keep an eye out for that. As again, you bundled up. It's good to see that at least we can see FUT Ohio's jersey numbers, because sometimes, Dan, that's half the battle, if not the only battle.
Well, one of the biggest battles of covering amateur soccer sometimes is tracking down the rosters in a timely manner. We actually got some of the starting lineups and jersey numbers here less than 15 minutes before kickoff, but we are set to go here. Marion, Ohio is the place.
And we are officially underway here at Grant Middle School in Marion, Ohio. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Sticker at Black Cat FC coming in and taking on FUT Ohio SC. Both these teams fighting for a chance on this night to play one more game here in the month of December with a chance to play in the National Final Four of the UPSL Fall National Playoffs. FUT Ohio are in their all-blue kits. They're going right to left on your screen, and going left to right in their pink and black kits is Black Cat FC. Deceiving are their kits as they come into this wearing their logo is white and black. So going with those pink kits is this ball up on that far side and played inside and won back by FUT Ohio, and they'll look to play it back. In goal here tonight for FUT Ohio is Devin Patel. First foul of the game called, and the referee will bring this one back towards midfield. Juan Hernandez says good luck to the team Black Cat FC. Sergio Torres, mucho Exio Black Cat. Ghost Tamales 11 says Black Cat for the win with a trophy emoji. Washed Up FC, that's a good name for a follower, right? Washed Up FC. Says Vamos Black Cat FC.
You know, it's strange when you think about the UPSL. Their fall season, you know, began right around Labor Day weekend about 3 months ago, and at that time, you know, you have temperatures in the 70s and the 80s, even sometime in the 90s, but here you are.
With this ball inside of the 18, it was intended. I believe that was number 12. Number 2, and I have a number 2 on my roster. Not uncommon. You could help us with who number 2 is on FUT Ohio. That'd be very helpful. Looking around as this ball makes its way up this near side to Herbert Carrera. Ball won back by Ohio. That's a good ball inside. Looking for Jack Kusauji, apologize. Worked around, that's Minna. Now, Nadei, someone just said in the comments section, foul number 8 on Black Cat. Looking for number 8 on our roster as this ball played over the top, and running onto that one is Kusauji, and that one picked up by the goalkeeper for Black Cat. Happens to be Oscar Cerritos. It's saying Black Cat is from on the Midwest Central, Lafayette, Indiana is where they call home. Now they might, maybe because of how close it might be to the border, they might make their way in Illinois. But according to this, they are located in Lafayette, Indiana.
It's just outside on the west side of Indianapolis. Purdue University is located in West Lafayette, so.
Yeah, no number 2 on the roster. This ball slotted up into the 18. Now shot low, it goes wide. Just past that near post on the far side.
First shot of the game for either team. Just about 4.5 minutes into the contest.
A shot coming from number 12, it looks like. That is Joshua Torres. Take a look here at that play again. Ball was slotted in. Not a bad ball, but again, look at that, 3 versus 4. Somehow finding a way to find that seam as we're back underway here. 5 minutes into this game.
Nice slotted pass, but Football SC, they closed that gap down in a hurry with 3 defenders.
is Suebo Espinosa. Suebio Espinosa makes that switch to that far side. Ball played now inside. Bad ball inside. They'll work it up this near side. Jacob Deaver is number 2. So not number 11. So Jacob Deaver is number 2. We appreciate that. Thank you very much. You might have him as number 7 as well. No, we do not, but we do appreciate the help nonetheless. Let's go Black Cats. Got to support the Quazos and Uncle. Oh, Cuzos. I said Quazos. As this ball is thrown in up this knee. That's a good throw deep into the 18. Cece was right there, almost collecting the ball for Ohio. Up this near side. Kosa Uji with a shot, far post, goes just wide. Just on the outside of his foot, puts it towards that far post. It goes just past that far post. We'll take another look at it right here. Makes his way in. Almost like a toe poke, and it actually hit off the frame there, Dan, if I'm not mistaken.
The defender was kind of draped over his right shoulder. He closed down that gap. He had to take a shot. The outside of his right foot was the best angle, and that just misses the framework by an inch or two. So great opportunity for FUT Ohio. Now in the 8th minute, so both teams have one shot overall, but neither shot on goal.
Jack Kasauji has 3 goals here on the season for Ohio. Good chest down. Espinoza. All pushed out wide. Estrada, and all played, and they'll look this around that back line. That ball was touched by Rodriguez. That's Jonathan Rodriguez. Good, strong name, by the way. Would you agree there, Dan?
Absolutely.
Ball makes its way into the 18. Both teams still in that feeling out period here in the early going as it makes its way back to Ohio. Touched on there by, oh, look at this, is a shot loose just past the goalkeeper. Somehow back into the hands of Patel.
Just a little bit of miscommunication with FUT Ohio in that backfield. The ball kind of squirts out. We'll watch the replay here.
Wow, went right through the 5-hole, Dan, right through Patel's legs, but he gets there, recovers well, and great defensive work. Promising attack nonetheless.
That ball skirts over another foot to our left. Black Cat forward. On that doorstep, he would be able to redirect that into the back of the goal. So FUT Ohio escapes danger there on that opportunity by Black Cat. We're still 0-0. Ready to cross into the 10th minute.
Ball is thrown in. One back by Black Cat. Good work as Rodriguez. Makes its way out. Again, these two teams fighting for a chance to play in a UPSL National quarterfinal matchup here a week from today, December the 7th, the place to be. Yet to determined. Maybe we'll be a part of that. I don't know, Dan.
We've been a part of quite a few games at quite a few levels of the soccer pyramid here in the last 3.5 years.
All settled in the middle of the park and went back by Kuzuji, and that one's played out wide. Good turn now on his left foot. Ball to top, ball hits off of a Black Cat defender, and up will make its way towards midfield.
Chance to go down to Leesburg, Virginia here a year and a half ago for the National Final Four for the spring-summer season. The temps got up in the mid-90s on one of those days. We had a wicked thunderstorm rolled through on that semifinal night. That's kind of the contrast, of the weather swings across, especially across Midwest, where you could literally play a game that's 95 degrees at the beginning of the season, and a game like today, you're under 30 degrees here at game time.
A foul called here just over midfield.
It's a light dusting of snow here in the central plains of Ohio. We talked about earlier today up in the upper peninsula of Michigan, 2 feet of snow at certain areas.
Ball up to this near side. Not a bad ball, but one back by Black Cat. Black Cat comes into this game. They're 9-2-2. Up that far side. Here they come again. Good shot now towards that far post. Rebound and just past that near post. So far, Black Cat having 2 really good opportunities here in the last couple minutes. Take another look at it right here. I mean, pushing that ball out wide, the rebound given up by Patel, and just can't get that one on frame.
Patel and lateral to his left, that ball bounced off kind of like the palm of his hand, bounces back out in the field of play. Blackhead unable to get to the rebound to go toward the framework, but great save by Patel to keep this game level at 0-0. That ball is a few inches further to his left, and Black Cat would be up 1-0 at this point. So great save by Devin Patel, the goalkeeper from FUT, Ohio.
Now Cece on his right foot towards that back post and was past Asauge.
Indiana Black Cat has a 4-1 shots advantage overall, 1-0 on target. No corner kicks in the match at this point, as we're just around the cross into the 14th minute of action.
Casa Udi has been so far in this game, been very, very dangerous. We've seen Cisse, who comes into this one. Cisse is someone who has scored 10 goals, leads all of the Ohio team in goals this season. Number 2 in goals is number 10, Jeffrey Mana, coming in with 9 goals. So these teams, they know how to score goals. Again, 42 goals for. It's now Asaudi. Flag will go up again as 14 minutes in. That's at least the second offsides. I think it might even be third one, Dan.
Second offsides, but you look at the offense for FUT Ohio, plus 37 goals. 4 goals against, 42-5 overall. They've averaged 3.24 goals a game. Their defense has done a lot of the dirty work, just conceding 0.39 goals a game with 8 clean sheets. So they're a very difficult team to score upon, but Black Hat has been the more dangerous team here in the first 14 minutes. Picking up that 4-1 shots advantage here. Still no score here in Central Ohio.
Yeah, we've seen, Juan Torres has been very dangerous in this one. Number 12, Joshua Torres. I don't have him having any goals this season, but he has so far been extremely dangerous. Had a chance in the early going there with Patel when the ball went through the 5-hole, and then another opportunity on the rebound off that shot up that far side. So Noel Ramos says, let's go Black Cat FC, you got this. Aaron Moreno playing the 9 right now for Black Cat. Aaron Moreno coming into this one. He's second on the team for Black Cat with 5 goals this season. Now Cece, he'll make his way into the 18, and out comes the goalkeeper, Oscar Cerritos. Starting in the goal here tonight for Black Cat. Not really been tested here too much. Ball makes his way back now to Devin Patel.
28 degrees at kickoff, but that sun has set to the west. Starting to get dark out here in the plains of central Ohio. Those temperatures will likely continue to drop.
It's still 28 degrees there, Dan. It has not dropped yet, but all right, we'll tell you this much. Our camera operator is snugged inside the press box right now in Marion, Ohio. There's no press box roof, so I guess it's always a plus side, Dan, when the camera operator can kind of nestle inside the press box. That may or may not have an impact on some of our vantage points here tonight just because of the way the press box is set up. But it is a beautiful facility here at this Grant Middle School here in Marion, Ohio. But wind gusts coming in at 18 miles an hour, Dan.
Seen that a lot of college football games today, a lot of rough weather. Hate to mention any final scores there in the beautiful state of Ohio, as they are currently in mourning.
That would be the understatement, I would say. Now, ball played up. Asa Ude down by the end line. He'll look to put it in. That's hit off of the defender in that situation, number 14.
First corner kick of the match coming up for either side. FUT Ohio earned the corner, left side.
Juan Carlo Estrada who hit off. So the first corner of the night here for FUT Ohio. Ball comes in, back post, headed up, and punched away off the hand there of the goalkeeper in Cerritos, and they're going to say it's another corner kick. Very interesting way he went up for that ball, Dan.
He just kind of went up and like swatted at it with his right wrist. Ball kind of skims it. Instead of trying to catch the ball high, he just kind of swatted at it, almost missed.
Another ball, and this one's going to go long. Trying to track that one down.
Two great opportunities here in the 18th minute for FUT Ohio. Neither corner kick resulted in a shot on frame. Blackcat gets set up for its goal kick. Still 0-0. Seconds away from crossing into the 19th minute. These will be two 45-minute halves.
Of course, plus stoppage time. That is the beauty of the amateur game. There's no stopping the clock. Makes our producer, I'm sure, happier. Not having to worry about that. Is right back now to goalkeeper in Cerritos. Oh, one back. Look at this. All off the back heel there of Vokes. Back inside. A little bicycle attempt now. Cece on his right foot. Cece off the woodwork. Hands are on his head. He wants another look at that one, I'm sure. As this ball played back in. Another bicycle kick attempt. Is Mana. Let's take another look at that one here, Dan. Look at this. So the first attempt, Mana could not get around on it, and then this is kind of a floater that was low towards that back post.
Well, Cece was a little bit off balance on that shot. He kind of cut the ball to his right, just didn't get a lot of pace on that shot. It kind of glances off the outside of that right goal post, but one of the better opportunities for both teams to try to tuck one into the back of the net.
Black Cat here on their heels here the last couple of minutes is now the ball back inside. Now a shot from distance. It's blocked on its way towards goal. Asa Udi. Good ball out wide. Now Torres put this one in. Now Torres still loose. Now inside the 18. Shot! It's blocked. Torres blocked again. Keeps going. Another shot off the crossbar. Bang, bang plays. Now another shot. Here comes Black Cat again towards that back post. Cabrera. Settled down. And now a foul outside the 18.
You talk about being snake bit. I mean, 2 shots blocked by defenders. Then the 3rd shot kind of bounces out outside the box. It's clanked off that crossbar. Great opportunity coming up for Black Cat. Set piece just outside the box.
Look at it. Torres, as goalkeeper makes a save, Patel makes a huge save. Then this one fired off the crossbar. I mean, you can't ask for better excitement here in this moment as we get ready for this free kick. My goodness, Dan, 21 minutes in, both these teams have had some really good opportunities. Can't quite tell. I don't know if this is standing over this one. I believe it's number 10. It's Salin. The ball is shot. It is blocked. Another chance. Actually, it's number 11. That was Rodriguez who stood over that one. Now on a counterattack, here comes Ohio. So a throw-in coming up on that far side. Ball is played in, and Naday. Vokes tries to settle it down. He does. Pushed out wide. Played back inside towards Jacob Deaver. Now Deaver. He'll make his way. Good defensive tackle. It's a good slide tackle from Black Cat. Ball is pushed out wide. Right back inside now. Now a shot that's blocked on its way towards Patel. It's deflected, but it'll stay in his hands.
3rd official save for Patel here on the night for FUT Ohio, but Black Cat, the Indiana-based team, has been buzzing that net. They've had 9 attempts so far. 3 shots on goal. They've had a couple glance off the framework as part of their 9 shots. A little bit snake bit. Still 0-0 now in the 23rd minute. Black Cat 9-2 overall in shots and 3-0 with shots on frame. And then FUT Ohio has the game's only 2 corner kicks, which came in succession just here a few minutes ago.
So Patel will work this around back line. We're going to go up top. It's a good ball. Costa Udi, and out will come Sorotos, and Sorotos will clear this one away. I want to thank you for tuning in here on this Saturday evening, the last Saturday of November. And a happy Thanksgiving to all of you who had a chance to eat some turkey here this past Thursday. As Christmas is right around the corner. You know, someone asked the question. It was funny. I was watching some short TikTok video, I'm sure, here, you know, a couple days ago, and they're talking about Christmas trees and how early people put up their trees now and lights and everything. And Dan, it's one of those things is it's good work by Deaver. This ball will make its way through traffic. Deaver will try and track it down as it's cleared away. But my point, though, was is someone said if you're going to invite someone to a party, they don't show up 28 days early. So why does a Christmas tree show up 28 days early or 30 days early? And it's a good point.
I saw people posting, you know, videos on various social media platforms, putting it up a couple weeks before Thanksgiving weekend. Christmas is a little bit under 4 weeks away. This is the last day of November.
Moreno that pushed it out wide. Ball back towards his near side. That's Torres. Torres. Up this near side. Good ball. That's Cabrera. Cabrera tried to cut inside. Good defensive work. And now here comes Ohio on the counter. Cece. Tries to play over the top. He does. Costa Udi. He'll try to track this one down. Good defensive work. This one will make its way out. Jonathan Rodriguez made that defensive play. So good recovery from Black Cat 26 minutes into this game. This part of the match is brought to you by Granite City Food and Brewery. 16 locations nationwide, Dan. Tomorrow's Sunday. Go get your brunch on. The Lawless Brunch is every Sunday at one of the 16 locations nationwide. This ball is played into the 18. We'll cut it back in. But, Dan, I mean, you can't talk enough about how great their brunch is at Granite City.
Yeah, we've been to the Michigan locations a couple times. Really great food all day long.
They've got locations in Nashville, Tennessee, in Illinois, in Schaumburg. They've got, I think it's actually considered Franklin, Tennessee. But I think Nashville, Franklin is basically the same, right? Just kind of like Columbus, Marion. You know, they're all kind of basically the same.
I would say Marion's kind of like an outskirt of Columbus, Ohio. We talked in the pregame. 25 to 30 miles northwest of Columbus. Been down to this area numerous times in my life. Have some cousins living nearby Marysville.
So far, no score in this one, 0-0. So far, 59 votes have come in here in this first half. 73% of you have Black Cat FC winning this match. FUT Ohio SC getting 27% of your votes. So keep voting. We'll leave this voting up here until about the 75th, 80th minute. So throwing coming up here for FUT Ohio. Again, in their all blue kits here going right to left on your screen. Black Cat and their pink and black kids. It's going left to right.
So for teams that have combined for 80 goals on the season, we're at 0-0 here in the 28th minute. The defense is kind of taking over. Both teams a little bit unlucky, knocking shots off the crossbar or goalposts. Two teams that have combined for 15 shutouts this fall and have only conceded a combined 16 goals, 11 against Black Cat, 5 against FUT Ohio.
Rafael Diaz, Vamos Polio, Vamos Black Cats. Polo, not polio, pollo. Isn't that chicken? Well, all right. Our producer give me some. Producer's currently taking Spanish, so. Just have to look down at the screen and saw. I thought I said, you know, maybe it was like I didn't think I should see pollo, but I guess.
I never had a chance to take in Spanish in high school or college, so I wouldn't know much. I did have a little bit of German in high school. I took a sign language class in college. That was an interesting course.
Ball is played up, and so a foul called, a little shove in the back, I would imagine, from the referee. So we'll see a free kick here coming up here for Black Cat. 29 minutes into this game, it's 0-0. 0-0, as they say, across the pond. It's a small pond.
Yeah, just a couple miles. Or two.
So ball played into the 18. It's headed away. And now a big booming ball just towards midfield.
It is Whisk. Somewhat windy here in Central Ohio. Look at a lot of the players out there on the pitch. They're wearing gloves. Some are wearing hats. Some even have like spandex pants underneath their soccer shorts. But some of the players have exposed their legs to the elements. You hate to take a free kick off when and expose, you know, on your thigh or shin in this weather.
So we got some enlightenment into what Pollo meant, and it's in regards to the center back, Jonathan Rodriguez. The comments are now saying, you know, that's the nickname for Jonathan Rodriguez. They call him Pollo. Someone said it's an odd name for a center back. Odd nickname, that is. I would not necessarily associate center backs with chicken. More like Megatron, right? Tend to go up, you know, and they tend to be, you know, more physical than most players on the field. You know, remember the old school sweepers and they just tend to be more aggressive. Right? So obviously there's I'm assuming there's an understory to the nickname. You know, maybe it's the legs. Maybe he just has really skinny legs. You know.
We're analyzing nicknames.
All played up over midfield, and speaking of Rodriguez, there he is. So Michael Quinto says, "Vamos, Joshua Torres, score one for your mom's birthday today." Well, happy birthday to Mama Torres. Is this ball looking to be slotted in towards Asaude? Ball played up over that back line as Casaudi will try and track it down, and it will go out.
It's been somewhat quiet here in the last 5 minutes. Neither team collecting any shots.
I was going to say our replay person was maybe thinking that possibly, there's going to be a lot of replay to do in this game. I think in the early going is like close to 17. We do have like this mandatory requirement of 75 replays in a game, so. Abdu Turan says, FUT Ohio has a problem in building from back, and I don't trust that FUT Ohio goalkeeper. Yeah, we have seen more direct balls. They have not done a lot of great, building out of that back, as this commenter alluded to. And that's not necessarily indicative of the elements, the team you're playing against, and again, not knowing how much preparation went into today's game. And I did a game last year, Dan, where the team that won the national championship does not train at all. Never train. They don't train. Like they legitimately just show up, play games. And sometimes they would just show up and like put their uniforms on without any warm up. And it was a conundrum because I'm sitting there going, how is that possible? I remember talking with the coach about it, and he was even saying, yeah, it's just most of these players, they have day jobs, they have and they would maybe train with their friends in small groups, but we would not have any training throughout the course of any given week. But they won the whole thing. They won the whole fall national championship.
You hear our players on various levels of that, soccer pyramid. I mean, they're playing 350 days a year of training in games, traveling across the country. You look at a lot of these amateur teams in the spring, summer, and fall. A lot of colleges, even though they're not in season, those players are suiting up for a lot of amateur teams in the spring and summer. A lot of club teams, MLS Next, ECNL, boys and girls. Some of these seasons are going 9, 10 and a half months long.
Look at this. There's a ball going to be slotted across. It was Casaudi who played that ball. Good work there by Sorotos. Wasp FC says this is UPSL heritage. And, and it I don't have to say heritage, but I mean again, there are some teams out there that are made up. Their makeup is this makes them who they are, right? And is this ball brought up now by Mana? He's second on the team in goals this season. Mana looks to slot this now into Devers, and actually that was slotted in towards Vokes.
When you look at the makeup of these teams that play in the fall season of the UPSL, college season's still going on. The majority of these players are already out of college or did not play collegiate soccer this fall. A lot of them do have jobs. Some of these individuals are taking college courses. It's not that easy to set a time and where you have players coming from a wide variety of communities across a metropolitan area. You look at FUT Ohio, they come from the Westerville, Ohio, which is just outside of Columbus. Lafayette, Indiana is west of Indianapolis. So some of these players, they might be playing for their respective teams, but they might be driving 30, 40 miles just to get to practice or to get together to, take a shuttle bus or drive down to different states to play in games. So setting practices is not
Yeah, it was
It's
serious.
not as easy as, or easier said than done if you think about it, the logistics of it.
Yeah, it was Chiriaco that was the team. Thank you very much, Abdu, in the comments. Again, I was there in Irvine, California for that game, and they ended up beating in that game, it was St. Louis that was in the, I want to say it was St. Louis. St. Louis FC, not St. Louis, maybe I'm thinking another team. I'm trying to think of who played in that final. It was an MLS Academy team that made it. It was Columbus Crew actually played. I think it was at St. Louis SC. But yeah, it was just one of those. Again, it's a very interesting matchup. They ended up winning that game. I think it was 2-0. But
We got a chance to do the Final Four in Leesburg, Virginia for the 2023 spring-summer season of the UPSL. The team that won it, I believe, came from the Tampa area in Florida. They actually had a couple of high school age players on that roster. Very talented young individuals. Again, most of those players were collegiate or just outside of college players, but the makeup of some of these teams are very different.
Look at this now. The ball's loose. Cisse! It's saved, but it makes its way in the net. And just like that, it's 1-0 FUT Ohio. Cisse finds the open net. It hits off the goalkeeper in Serratos. It's 1-0.
Cisse, 11th goal of the fall 2024 campaign. Extends his team lead. That goal coming at the 37-minute mark, so not a ton of chances. That was the first shot on frame for FUT Ohio. It finds the back of the net.
Yeah, so what a great job here by Deaver. Deaver puts this one across, and it comes in. Serratos gets a hand on it, but puts it in, unfortunately, into the back of his own net. And ultimately,
Jacob Deaver has kind of been a workhorse up top on that right side for FUT Ohio. He was able to slot that ball through. His teammate Cisse does what he's been doing all season long, finding ways to put the ball in the back of the net. So FUT Ohio taking that 1-0 advantage there in the 37th minute.
but yeah, you know, it's interesting because, again, we've seen these moments here throughout this game, Dan, where, you know, FUT Ohio as well as Black Cat have had these I would say spells, right, where they've had like these kind of like maybe 30 seconds of quality opportunities. Now Vokes up that far side, looking in there for a Casaudi. They've had these moments, you know what I mean? And we saw it early on in the early going. We saw a couple opportunities. Casaudi hit one off the far post. And then we saw a spell where Black Cat had, in succession, probably 4 opportunities in the course of about 12 seconds. Now Cabrera, ball's on his right foot, looking to get past the defender of Ohio, but gets it right back. Cabrera tried to cut, and good defensive work there from Denison Gutierrez, number 16.
FUT Ohio very dangerous on that counterattack, able to get that 1-0 advantage. They have been outshot by Black Hat, 9-3 overall. Black Hat has a 3-1 shots advantage with shots on goal. FUT Ohio, their only shot on frame, finds the back of net here just about 2 minutes ago. So 1-0 in favor of the homestanding FUT Ohio. And they're a very, very difficult team to score upon. We talked about it here earlier in the broadcast and in the pregame. They've only conceded 5 goals during the fall season. 0.39 goals against average as a team. Black Cat had a ton of opportunities in that first 10 minutes. 9 total shots. They had 2 off the framework. Just unable to find the back of the net. We'll see if that comes back and haunts them later in this game.
Black Cat on that far side. Worked his way the ball across that back line now. Looking for Cabrera up this near side, but intercepted and one back by Ohio. CC looking to find a ball through that slot. Right back into Sorotos. So he'll have it at his feet. 41st minute, if you're just joining us, 1-0 the score. 37th minute goal from Asananu Sisi. His 11th goal of the season. It's 1-0 here. And right now, as this game stands, Ohio may be heading to a national quarterfinal.
Still a lot of soccer to be played. We're now in the 42nd minute here in the tail end of the first half. Black Cat trying to find a way to get that offense reignited. They had a ton of chances in the first 20 minutes. They've been a little bit quiet here in the last 20.
CC plays it back now into Patel. The ball is we're on this back line once again. Comments continue to come in. Those guys are Chiraco. It's like Panthiakos, Chicago. Most of them are all ex-pro players, and they play with and against each other outside the UPSL. Abdu says, I like you guys, the commentators. Oh, we like you too. We appreciate that. Remember, guys, this name, Ifeat Marrakech from Black Cat, number 8, is a very good coach. He's hiding this card. Back. Vokes pushes it out wide. Asaudi back to Vokes. Asaudi looked to get the ball back from Vokes and too much pace.
We're in the 43rd minute. Getting ready to cross in the 44th minute. There was one goal. Real injuries to speak of, so we shouldn't see a ton of stoppage time here at the end of the first half.
Ball played back now to Sorotos. He looks all bundled up. He's got that full head mask on, right? I mean, that's
kind of covered the chin a little bit, part of the cheeks.
They didn't have those, Dan, back when we played, did they?
No.
No.
Nothing close. I have long since retired from the beautiful game.
Dan is slightly older than me. He is currently 75 years of age, so is CC into the 18. He'll look to cut this one back. He'll play it back. Up that far side. Ball into the 18. It's long and no one there for Ohio. Did you go to the Mexico for the UPSL Cup? I did not go to Mexico. I actually called those games remotely from my basement. So I actually called that. Chicago Nation played in that tournament. So now here comes in transition, comes Black Cat. So Lane took a shot that's blocked. That's a foul.
Third time today that FUT Ohio defenders be able to block a shot.
Asaudi, now Cece's making a run. Now Cece, Cerritos comes out, makes a save. That was earmarked for Cece. So 45th minute. Final moments here of half number 1. It's 1-0 here. As the referee will say 1 minute of stoppage time. Just 1 minute of stoppage time here to go in this first half. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickerad. Happy to have you along wherever you're watching near or far. Again, we're live on the UPSL YouTube channel and the National Soccer Network Roku TV channel. Cabrera, the heavy first touch, but gets by the defender. Now here they come. Looking for Torres. Is good work defensively by Juan Manuel Lovato. He'll play it back to Patel, and he'll knock this one out. Final moments here of half number 1. Ball is thrown in. Settled down by CC and Ohio. Vokes. Deaver, that's a great ball over the top.
Onside.
Casa Udi. He'll make his way to the 18. Casa Udi, CC misses it. Now Mana puts it up and over.
Great opportunity on the counterattack. FUT Ohio had numbers, 3-on-2, and unable to put anything on the frame.
I mean, Mana, I think Sorotos got a touch. They're actually going to say he got a touch on that one. What a fantastic save by Sorotos. Mana looking to bend that one towards that far post. This half will end with some excitement.
This is the third corner kick of the first half coming up for FUT Ohio. We're in the waning seconds.
And the referee will blow the whistle here as this half will come to an end. And it's 1-0 here at Grant Middle School in Marion, Ohio. A goal from Asanunu Sisi has given Ohio a 1-0 lead. His 11th goal of the season. We'll step aside for halftime break. 45 minutes down, 45 minutes to go here. Finding out who will punch their ticket in the national quarterfinals. You're watching the round of 16 matchup on the UPSL YouTube channel and the National Soccer Network. Sacker down by the end line. Puts us across. Lose your eye! And just like that, 1-1. Now Elders may look to take a shot. He does, and he buries it! Steps up, and just like that, Reed Dennis comes up big. Lose your eye, 1-on-1. Lose your eye. Oh, he'll be taken down inside the box.
Knocked back in. Nationals got it. Bicycle kick for a goal!
Now Sacker. Sacker into the 18. Sacker shot. That goes off the goalkeeper's glove into the net. 2-1 here in the 32nd. This one played in. That's a good ball. That one goes in. And just like that, the Nationals now have a 1-0 lead. Walensky puts his far post. One-touch opportunity. And what a great goal that was.
Joaquin Beatty of the Ohio League.
Look at that shot from Sevi Roy. My goodness, Sevi Roy with a left-footed banger.
Your Oakland University Golden Grizzlies.
Drives to the basket, and it's in.
The biggest games on the blacktop.
4-3. Of course. Borowski from 3.
We need you there.
Golden Grizzlies fans, get out your dancing shoes.
Looks great. Oh.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
In for Baccarat, and that goes in! Hugo Baccarat gives Flint City a 3-2. Buckley, oh, the ball falls to Buckley. One-on-one with Etheridge. What a save!
Welcome into the first ever MSN All-State Media Day for girls soccer. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrett.
Ball comes in, a good head! 1-0. Shot, another save from Etheridge. Rebound, and it goes in the back of the net. The Bulldogs up 1-0. Burzma, looking for Vlasma. 3-0. Stewart Heiss with a shot. Upper 90 and in.
Effectively today here on the Michigan Soccer Network, we are launching our new division of player recruitment videos.
Mario Canoe now finds Stock. Finds Stock's got a left-footed banger. He shoots it. It's in. The Red Hawks equalize. Into Baccarat, and that goes in.
Welcome back here into Grant Middle School in Marion, Ohio. We're at the halftime break. It's 1-0 here in favor of FUT, Ohio. A 37th minute goal from Cece, his 11th of the season. Let's take a look here at some of those first half highlights. So here they are, and again, in the early going of this one, a couple opportunities, and that one went just wide, and Asuji makes his way into the 18 and off that far post. This was another good opportunity where it went through the legs of Patel and making his way towards goal, but great defensive work. And then this is a shot by Mana. See, this is that chaos I was talking about earlier. And again, off that woodwork, they were inches away from taking a lead here in the first half in that 21st minute. As again, this one coming in and unable to get that one on goal. And this here is the goal. Kasauji, and then he put that one across. It looks like originally maybe that was touched in or touched across by Vokes, but again, that missed touch play, then Mana, he'll put one up, and Sorotos puts one up and over, and that's where this half comes to an end. It's 1-0 here in Marion, Ohio. Don't go anywhere. We're second half action coming up here on the UPSL YouTube channel. Down by the end line, puts us across. Lose your eye, and just like that, 1-1.
Now Elders may look to take a shot. He does, and he buries it. Steps up, and just like that, Reed Dennis comes up big. Lugerai, one-on-one. Lugerai, oh, he'll be taken down inside the box.
Knocks back in. Nationals got it. Bicycle kick for a goal.
Now Sacker. Sacker into the 18. Sacker shot. That goes off the goalkeeper's glove into the net. 2-1 here in the 32nd. This one played in. That's a good ball. And that one goes in. And just like that, the Nationals now have a 1-0 lead. Walensky puts his far post. One-touch opportunity. And what a great goal that was.
Joaquin Beatty of Ohio lead.
Look at that shot from Sevy Roy. My goodness, Sevy Roy with a left-footed banger.
Your Oakland University Golden Grizzlies.
Drives to the basket, and it's in.
The biggest games on the blacktop. We need you there.
Golden Grizzlies fans, get out your dancing shoes.
Looks great. Oh.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Welcome back into Grant Middle School here in Marion, Ohio. John the Turtle alongside Dan Stickrat will bring you back into our press box. And Dan, it has been a good game here so far.
The Black Cat has definitely had more of the better opportunities in this match, but a lot of those chances came in the first 20 minutes, unable to capitalize. FUT Ohio on the counterattack gets the only goal that first half. Saino Cece, 11th goal of the fall 2024 campaign, puts his side up 1-0. That's where we stand here just a couple minutes before the start of the second half. Black Cat 10-4 in total shots, 3-2 with shots on frame, and then football has a 3-0 advantage. Corner kicks in this match. But up on that scoreboard where it matters most. FUT Ohio 45 minutes away from advancing to the round of 8. National quarterfinals next weekend. If they can hold on here, will Black Cat try to find a way to get back into this match?
We got to give a shout out though to Joshua Torres's mother. It is her birthday today. It is her birthday today. That was something that came up in the comments here earlier in this game. We got to say happy birthday to Mama Torres. So happy birthday to you. Hey, happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Wherever you're watching near and far, we're live right now on the UPSL YouTube channel. And right now in the voting, we have 72% of you still have Black Cat coming with a win here. 76 total votes, 28% in favor of FUT Ohio. Again, that 37th minute goal from Cece, his 11th of the season. That's where this game stands. And Dan, any final thoughts here before we get ready to go back out here to the field and get second half action underway?
Black Cat's just going to have to find a way to finish. They had some great opportunities, put 3 shots off the goalpost or the crossbar. Their offense went a little bit quiet in the second part of that first half. They gave up the late counterattack goal to FUT Ohio. That's where we stand here. Grant Middle School. Beautiful Marion, Ohio. It is cold, it is windy. We still have 45 minutes of soccer to be played.
That you do.
Here in the UPSL, this is a round of 16, so winners will advance to the Elite Eight next weekend.
Let's actually take a look at the bracket here. This is the national playoff bracket right there on your screen. The UPSL Fall National Finals. They have 2 national tournaments that take place every year, one in the spring and then one in the fall. This is the fall championship. These games will take place. The national championship weekend will take place January 31st through February the 2nd in 2025. But there you go on that far right there. Again, Black Cat beat Diversity FC by a score of 4-3, and then FUT Ohio beat Duca FC out of the Midwest East. And that's who is playing here tonight. They will take on the winner. They will play against, Bridge Sports Club, who won 3-2 here last Sunday. So, but hey, let's talk about this real quick here. Do you like merch, Dan? I like merch.
I love merch.
Who doesn't like merch? So, but either way, we've got some merch here available for you. Michigan Soccer Network at our home. Obviously, the National Soccer Network is what you're watching on Roku. But we have a new line of merch: Soccer versus Everybody. And if you're from the Detroit area, you know exactly what I'm talking about, Detroit versus everybody. But either way, it's Soccer versus Everybody. Check out your merch. We don't have any Black Friday specials. It's just a great idea. Soccer versus everybody. You got T-shirts, you got sweaters, hoodies, you name it. We've got it. Check it out. Scan the QR code right there on your screen.
Well, it's fitting because Soccer versus everybody. Think about this. It was such a football and basketball crazed society. You still hear it every day. Oh, no one watches soccer. I would disagree. I've been to a lot of games across this country at different levels of the soccer pyramid where there are quite a few people in attendance. Our numbers on our YouTube and Roku TV channels have been ever increasing here the last 3.5 years.
That they have.
A lot planned here on the network as well over the next 12 to 24 months. We'll continue to release some information about that as we move forward into the new year. Just 4.5 weeks away until New Year's Eve.
That there is, as says Jordan McMahon from FUT Ohio is going to score because it is his birthday too. So happy birthday to Jordan McMahon, number 14 from FUT Ohio. Moments away from getting this one back underway. We're going to step aside here for a quick break. We come back here, second half action coming up here on the UPSL YouTube channel.
Did you know that MSN is now offering player recruitment videos? We're offering everything from player profiles, highlight videos for in-game highlights, as well as college evaluations of the overall videos, and much more. Our packages include player profiles, where you can highlight your preferred positions, the club, the school, or league that you play in, your current contact of your coach, academics and accolades, and more. The highlight videos could be self-submitted, 15 to 30 clips that will be put into a 3 to 7 minute long video. Video review of your Huddle, VO, or other platforms that you might have video on, as well as for an additional charge, MSN can come out and film games for you to create those clips. Our coach evaluation process, which is also an additional charge, where we have college coaches from various levels across the United States that will review your game film and provide feedback on how to improve that film, as well as also evaluating your play and what you can improve on. To learn more, check below this video about all the packages and what we have to offer. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Oakland University Golden Grizzlies.
Drives to the basket, and it's in.
The biggest games on the blacktop.
For three. Of course. Borowski from three.
We need you there.
Golden Grizzlies fans, get out your dancing shoes.
Welcome back here into Grant Middle School in Marion, Ohio. It's 1-0 here at the half. 37-minute goal from Asanu Sisi has FUT Ohio up 1-0. As Christian says, let's go FUT Ohio. Again, 81 votes now have come in. 72% of you say Black Cat will win this game. So Black Cat's got some work to do here. With 45 minutes to go here in this game, a chance to play in that national quarterfinal matchup here a week from tonight. Who knows? Maybe we'll be back here for that as well. We don't know. But what I do know is that Major Arena Soccer League action available on the National Soccer Network. 104 games coming your way here this season. We'll actually have all 144 will be available on demand after each game as well. So you can take a look at those. All you got to do is go over to the National Soccer Network on Roku TV. So go to Roku on your TV, find the National Soccer Network app, download that into your Roku, and start watching. That's where you can watch this game right now, along with all the other games they were doing. We are going to be doing almost 3,000 games next year, all the way from youth to professional and everywhere in between. So make sure you check that out. This game's also on UPSL YouTube channel. We appreciate you stopping by there as well. It is a beautiful night. It's cold though. Put the weather back up on your screen. There it is, 28 degrees outside in Marion, Ohio. Visibility is 9 miles. I think we saw a wind gust of upward of 17 miles an hour. So no snow on the ground, but it feels like 17 degrees is what it says right there. So it feels like 17. So get your comments in. Juan Hernandez says, to the commentators, whoever scores next, can you guys say goal? I'm doing homework as I'm listening as well. Keep going, commentators. I really like you guys. You make this game better. Well, we appreciate you. Thank you very much. Without the comments, that's the one thing I like about YouTube is that we get a chance to see the comments. We get a chance to experience what you at home are feeling, as long as we always say keep it clean, keep it constructive in nature if you can, and we'll all have fun together. As we are just about, 26 days away from Christmas. It's hard to think about that. 26 days. As Benjamin Becca says, Jeffrey Manah will score a goal. Well, he was pretty darn close there in that first half. Take a look here at the goal again. Put it up on your screen. Osenu. Thank you, Dia Soccer. Pronounced like Osenu. Osenu Sise is how you pronounce it, so thank you very much for that. That is one thing we do not have as a pronunciation guide. Here's a look at that goal again. So here it comes in, and it was actually touched over by Kasuji. And Cece put that one home in the 37th minute, and that's where this game stands right now. Get you back out now to the field as the teams are warming up, and it's a longer than normal halftime break. Typically it's 15 minutes, but the referees have made their way out on the pitch. Black Cat has made their way out on the pitch. So maybe we have some substitutions. Looks like Alexei Nagatkin is now on the pitch. Torres is out there as well. Black Cat are Black Tigers this season. Number 8 from Black Cat, remember the name, left. Fed, I hope he is in his normal days. I mean, you keep saying number 8. I don't have. I mean, obviously, Naday is who I have for Ohio. I don't know if you have a number 8 on Black Cat, but I don't have a number 8 on my roster. So unless I'm missing something. Either way, moments away here from the start of this second half, the Black Cat will have a second half kickoff. And we are back underway in this round of 16 matchup. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrat. Black Cat in their pink and black kits now going right to left on your screen. And FUT, Ohio in their all blue kits now going left to right. Folks will play it back, and this will be played up towards Cece. Cece gets another head on it. He'll look to get it back. He does. It's a good battle, but one right back to Black Cat. Given back to Devers and Ohio. We'll play all the way back now to this back line of Ohio. Right back into Devers. Looking to find that seam for Kasajuji, and now looks as though that was Devers that went down. So a free kick coming up here for FUT, Ohio SC. Again, Kasuji has been very dangerous in this one. He was the one that got the assist on that goal to Cece. So ball is played in by Cece. Into the 18, and now Serratos. Kasuji. Kasuji still on the ball. He'll play it back now, looking for Deaver. Deaver up this near side, ball towards that back post, and it's chested down, but right into the hands of Serratos. On. Played inside. Up that far side, good work. Black Cat. Now Torres. Torres will fire a shot through traffic. It's picked up by Patel. Remember, Alexei Nagatkin came in here just a few moments ago to start this half. I know you guys keep talking about number 8. We do not have a number 8 on our roster. Not saying that he doesn't exist, but not tonight, at least, according to this roster. But either way, as down goes the player, but one back, though. Now Manai lays it off for Deaver. Deaver, the first touch. Looking to go back to Deaver, and one back.
See Deaver on that right side. He's a definite workhorse for FUT, Ohio. Assist on that first half goal by Cece.
All over the top. Good idea. Now, Nagatkin. Now there's a shot off that near post side netting. It's a good look. Couldn't quite tell who took that shot. Now Cece will cut inside. Looking to go up now is Kasuji is in an offside position. Let's take another look at this shot here. It's a good ball, overlapping run, but just outside that post. on the near side. Cabrera. Nicholas Leone is also on the pitch now for Black Cat. Makes his way to Rodriguez.
Black Cat trying to find a way to get back into this game. They control a lot of possession, had the better of a chance of the first 20, 25 minutes of that first half. Gave up the goal in the 37th minute to FUT, Ohio. They're going down into their bench a little bit to see if they can't generate some opportunities off some fresh legs. It's crossed into the 51st minute here in Marion, Ohio. I thought it was cold before kickoff when the sun was starting to set. It's quite brisk outside here in the Central Plains of Ohio.
Look at Kasuji. Kasuji was running onto that ball. Makes its way out. So far, 89 votes have come in so far in this one. Another throw-in coming in on that far side. Settle down. The day. Now Patel. Now McMahon, the birthday boy. Good work now. Tom Wah, look at this. Now Manau, just wide. I'm not sure if Serrato's got a touch on that one or not. Take another look at it, though. They're going to say I think he did. It's a great ball over the top. Chested down by Mana, and they're going to give credit to him for the save. So a corner kick coming up.
Kennedy Katuma, great cross into open space. Teammate wide open on that left side. First corner kick of the second half, fourth overall.
Ball was headed in and headed away by Nagatkin, the substitute.
It's just the second save of the night for Serratos, the goalkeeper from Black Cat.
All played inside, but good work by Tom Wah. Now Ceylon. Torres, Salon. The ball go out. Espinosa that played that ball up that far side. No, they have not announced it. I mean, I know that the UPSL really loves that championship field out in Irvine, California. So it would not surprise me if they played it out there again as this ball is played in. Patel gets a touch on it, and then that one will go out. Last touched off Nagatkin.
Black Cat players were kind of arguing that call. The referee not overturned that.
I mean, they love that. They typically try to do East Coast, West Coast. So you'll typically see, in the spring you'll see them out on the East Coast. So they've been in Columbus, Ohio. They've been in Leesburg, Virginia. This past year they were at Pittsburgh at the Riverhounds in downtown Pittsburgh. So and then last year they were out in Irvine, California. They've been out there a couple times. So it would not surprise me if they're out there in Irvine again. It's a beautiful location right there in the mountains. Not too far from downtown LA. So, and a big reason as to where they look to go. They look to go to places that are very accessible, not far from airports, not far from major freeways. So the UPS does a good job of kind of finding the right place to play these games. So, that's a good ball by Deaver. Kasuji out wide, but Mana, that's Kasuji. He's been offside many times here in this one. Find about timing.
It's the third time he's been whistled for offsides alone in this match. We're now in the 55th minute.
Rodriguez. He'll cut back. Look around this back line. Black Cat down 1-0. A 37th minute goal from Osenu Cisse. All the difference in this one. Now on the counter. Here come the Black Cats. Nagotkin. Oh, that one's off of the back defender there. And out it will go for a corner.
First corner kick coming up for Black Cat in this match.
Hit off of Gutierrez. Number 16. The
great opportunity to get this ball kind of served into the 6, make a little magic happen in the box.
Ball comes in, up goes Nagotkin. Patel gets up there in the air and wins the ball. There have been moments in this game where Patel has looked a little uneasy inside his own box. Ball is played back. Patel, Nagotkin, and under pressure just gives the ball away. You don't want to do that if you're Patel. Ball pushed out wide. Now back inside the 18. Good work by Tamwa.
You should never have your goalkeeper hold on to it that long, especially when you have some forwards and midfielders making the runs towards the penalty box. They almost coughed up a chance to Black Cat. Able to escape danger this time, but that was one of those situations in a soccer match where you do not want to hold on the ball too much in the box. It's like if you're a goalkeeper, if you play kind of an outside marking back, wing back position, there's certain times in the game you don't want to pass it back to your goalie either. You have to make sure there's no one in that passing lane to intercept that pass. A little bit of miscommunication in that backfield almost cost FUT Ohio.
I think anything else though too, you want the other team to earn it, right? Don't give them a gift. Right, and that's one of the things, right? Here you are, it's 1-0 to this point. Both teams have had good quality opportunities. Obviously, so far in the execution category, right now Ohio has the lead. So at the end of the day, you just don't want to give a gift away, and that's one of the things that you're talking about, Dan. When you're playing the ball back to your goalkeeper, it doesn't matter what goalkeeper it is you don't want to give a goal away, right? Let them earn it, and they can earn it by playing good defense and by being opportunistic, but don't just give a ball away. Don't lay an egg, so to speak. So, it's just one of those things. And again, the weather is going to be a factor in this one. It is cold outside. Last week it was 50 degrees, and now Nagotkin almost gets ahead on one. One back by Ohio, pushed out wide. Tamwa.
Players aren't used to playing in these types of temperatures because we had a very mild fall. Very warm temperatures here across the Midwest. Multitude of states. Now you get into the Thanksgiving weekend, and the temps have dropped literally 30 degrees over the past week.
And everything, it hurts more in the cold weather, right? It takes that much longer for you to get warmed up. It takes that much longer for you to and sometimes by the time you get to the point in this game where it's at now, we'll take a look at the weather and see if anything's changed. But, at the end of the day, Dan, it's 1 degree difference. It feels though like 17 or 18 degrees outside.
So that degree wind chill, yeah.
And again, there's from the weather standpoint, there's no precipitation, there's no rain or snow, but again, it's cold, and both of these teams are going to be fighting that. Goalkeepers, right? I don't care what kind of goalkeeper gloves you have. There's nothing that really keeps your fingers warm, in this weather.
They can be fortunate enough. There is no rain or snow. You go like 3 miles or 3 hours northeast of Erie County, Pennsylvania. 40 inches of snow this weekend already.
So ball played back inside. That's Vokes. Now Mana, good first touch. Now Mana will fire one up and over. Serratos gets a hand on it through traffic, almost catches the goal.
Great lateral save to his right. Serratos punches this ball just wide of the goal, but that was destined for that far post. It's a great save.
Yeah, that would have hit off the post and gone in. Minot now, he's had a number of shots here in this one that have been so close, yet so far.
It's the 5th corner kick coming up for FUT Ohio.
Vokes, that was a low ball right off the training ground, I would say, is right towards top of the 18, settled down defensively by Lovato. Tom Waugh into the 18 and trying to battle there, and that's going to be a foul. One of the cool things about you guys, you make any game look more efficient. Really good work from you guys. We appreciate it. Thank you. That's one of the things that we try to do is we try to make these games look and feel as though you were watching a professional broadcast, even though we're only using one camera. And to be fair, that's the one thing that's beautiful about soccer too. It's one of the sports. You know, you can get away with just one camera in other sports, but I think you can really get away with it in soccer more than others. As now here comes Black Cat looking to make some moves here on that far side. Ball is kept in. No, they're going to say it went out. 94 total votes have come in so far. 68% say Black Cat's going to win this one. 32% say FUT Ohio will win this game. Time will still tell there, Dan. Even though right now FUT Ohio is in a good position.
We're up 1-0. We're now in the 61st minute. Cool and brisk. Marion, Ohio is the place.
Kasuji. He'll look to go across that back post, looking for Mana, but nobody there to put it home. So good idea. Ball is now kind of popped up here up this near side.
Almost a little bit too much pace on that cross. Great effort down that right side.
I feel like in that moment he probably should have maybe just, because of the angle, I know that the angle maybe not the best, but maybe just try to put one right at Serratos and just see if you can get a deflection that goes in. You know, I mean, you're right there, and you don't necessarily have the angle maybe to get that ball where you want it to go. McMahon now will bring this up for Ohio. All the way back now to Patel. This team as a whole has only allowed 4 goals this season, so that's a pretty impressive mark considering that they've played 12 games. Last I played, they played 13 games, 10-2-1. Slan. Inside to Torres. Nagotkin. Give and go back to Torres. Torres pushes it out wide. Now ball on his left foot. It's right at Patel. So good work from Patel to cover that up. You can see Salon is kind of like a little frustrated. Maybe he's thinking maybe he should have gotten that ball. But either way, Patel makes the save. 28 minutes to go. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrat. Live here from Grant Middle School in Marion, Ohio. Winner of this game will go on to play in the national quarterfinal matchup against Bridgeport a week from today. 7 days from today.
A lot of the games in this region have already been played. There are certain regions where no games have been played because a lot of those games are going to be contested down south later this month. The weather is much warmer.
Well, look at this. As Nagotkin gets a touch on off that long throw, kind of a haphazard bicycle kick. I'm going to say this is going to go off for a corner, it looks like. I can't take it, man. It's Dan is yawning. I've got our producers yawning. Everybody's yawning today. Not enough sleep did you guys get last night? What's going on here?
I think I had too much sleep last night. I went to bed. I was in bed by 9:30 last night. That's about as early as I remember going to bed in years.
So Victoria Quinto says, hi from Chicago. Let's go Black Cat. This ball is going to come in off the corner, and it's going to go over everybody as Cisse tries to track it down, and ultimately he'll let it go out for a goal kick. I wonder if Victoria is – so earlier we had Michael Quinto talking about a birthday. I just want to go back and see if this is the – Yeah, so Michael said it was Joshua Torres' mother's birthday. And Victoria Quinto, not sure if that's mom or not. But either way, happy birthday to Mama Torres.
It's having a birthday on Thanksgiving weekend's not too bad. I'd hate to have a birthday like on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. So.
Well, I have a December the 15th birthday. Mine's 10 days from Christmas. I never really felt like I was shafted.
That's what I was getting at.
I never felt like I got shafted. I mean, I always felt like, you know, I didn't have to share it with anybody. You know, I mean, I guess if you had to share a birthday with Jesus, what better one would, you know, that's a pretty good person to share it with, I guess.
Pretty much. Well, what would you do if you had a birthday on like Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? Would you just celebrate it maybe a week earlier or a week later? I mean,
I always think that having a birthday like on February 29th would be kind of cool. Right, you know, on a leap year, right?
You have to celebrate it on March 1st 3 out of 4 years. And
yeah, I wonder how that even works. You know, they talk about your license expiring or something like that. How does that even work?
Yeah. I've met a couple of people who had birthdays on the 29th. I've never asked that question.
So the ball is played up, and so far in this one, Black Cats they're struggling in the final third, right? They're struggling to connect passes. We see it kind of time and time again here over this second half. We saw them in the early going create some, again, in that first half. Saw some succession-type moments for them. But, again, just nothing, unfortunately, finds the back of the net.
The Black Cat has a 13-6 overall shots advantage. But a lot of those shots, again, came in the first 20 to 25 minutes of this match. Of those 13 shot attempts, only 4 on goal. Devin Patel, the goalkeeper from FUT Ohio, has 4 saves on the evenings. We're now into the 67th minute, so down to right around 23 minutes plus stoppage time. Not a lot of time for Black Cat to find a way to level this game up at 1 apiece. They definitely do not want to concede another goal and have to come back from a 2-goal deficit.
So they're saying Victoria is Joshua's cousin, so Rodriguez will let this one go out and throw it right back in. Long throw over the back line. Look at this. Now it's Torres. Torres slots one towards the Godkin. Oh, it goes just past him. But a great defensive play. And you've got to give credit here to this back line of Ohio because they have been moments here in this one where Black Cat has had wide open looks or even past Patel, and they have stood up strong in those moments, Dan.
Yeah, the FUT Ohio defense, they've blocked 3 shots in the first half, and they have been there on their own doorstep to kind of clear that ball away. Remember in the first few minutes of the game, the ball squirted out of Patel's hands. The defender had to kind of reach with one of his legs to kind of knock the ball out of the way, and then Patel ended up eventually scooping it up. But Black Cat's been the far more dangerous team, but they are running out of time. They are still down 1-0. We're now in the 68th minute.
Kasuji. Vokes. Looking for Manon on that backside. Just too much pace. So a throw in coming up for Black Cat on that far side. We know it's Saturday night, and what is tomorrow, Dan? Tomorrow is Sunday. And what should you do on a Sunday morning, wherever you're watching right now here in the Midwest? You should definitely head out and try some brunch at Granite City. There it is right there. Lawless Brunch every Sunday. Kicks off at 9 a.m., I believe, to 3 p.m. every single Sunday at 16 locations nationwide. Make a reservation at GCFB. You can also sign up for the rewards by just clicking or scanning that QR code on your screen. But Granite City. There's one in Franklin, Tennessee. Schaumburg, Illinois is back underway here.
I've seen the one in Schaumburg, Illinois. It's in the western suburbs of Chicago. There's 2 up in Metro Detroit. We've talked about Tennessee.
The original one's got its way in Minnesota. This ball played inside. Kasuji Now Vokes. Vokes with the heavy touch. Now Vokes! And that one's saved by Serratos. I'm going to say no. I don't know how that – I was going to say I don't know how that wouldn't have been a corner.
It looks like they already awarded the corner. The way that both the players on both sides were reacting to that, it almost looked like Black Cat was going to step up for a goal kick. But instead, this is the sixth corner kick, third of the second half here coming up for FUT Ohio. They would love nothing more to kind of widen that gap a little bit. They're up 1-0 here in the 70th minute.
Ball is played in, and Serratos goes up for it. So we see a number 15 has made its way onto the pitch for FUT Ohio. I don't have a 15 on our roster, so if you're watching and can give us a hand, I'd appreciate that. I'll tell you, I have been to a lot of brunches in my day, and the one thing I'll say about this is that they do this every Sunday. So if you're looking to go for that like flair, like every possible dessert you could imagine, like an Easter Sunday, or something, you're not going to see that at a Granite City. But what you're going to get consistency. I think that's the most important part, right? You're going to get some hash. Their hash browns, by the way, are legit. They call them Ridge's hash browns. They are so good. It's this ball is played in right at Patel.
You have all the locations of Granite City I've been to. I don't think I've ever had a bad meal. So that was save number 5.
We actually, my wife and I, went to Schaumburg, Illinois here last year around February and had a chance to actually go into the Schaumburg one. That's a pretty good location. That area is actually really cool. Really nice area.
Yeah, there's a huge mall in Schaumburg. Kind of a very sprawling area. About 25 miles straight west of downtown Chicago.
Schaumburg's just a beautiful area in general.
My sister used to live in a town called Roselle, nearby in St. Charles.
So a throw-in coming up here. Rodriguez will throw this one in right at Patel, and he pushes it out for a corner. They're going to call it a foul, though.
Yeah, it looks like Patel actually got shoved over there by the right goalpost, so free kick coming up for FUT Ohio. Very dangerous that that ball is kind of bounces off Patel's hands into the goal mouth. You've seen, you watch soccer as long as I have. You've seen some strange goals coming out of those goal mouth scrums.
We're going to see Mamadou slotting on now here for FUT Ohio. Someone should tell Patel, though, that ball comes in like that. Just let that one go in the back of the net. You can't score off a throw-in. I mean, that's the one thing that I struggle with as a goalkeeper is when, like, an indirect free kick, right? Someone just took a shot. It was who was going to say you should just step aside? But honestly, just step aside because if you don't touch it and it goes in, it's just a goal kick.
It's a reactionary. I think some even players know that. They've been, taught that from an early age. You still just kind of react.
Oh, wow. Deaver was looking for Kasuji and Manai. Cisse. Ball put back over into the 18. Serratos will come up with it. 17 minutes to go. 1-0 your score here at Grant Middle School in Marion, Ohio. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrat. Our producer tonight, Brianna Turner, doing a fantastic job. You have to go back, though, Dan, and see how many games me and you have done together and how many Brianna's been a part of, too, because I feel like it's somewhere in the neighborhood of like 800.
I've long since lost track between games and live shows that you and I have done together in the last 3 years. It is definitely up there in the several hundreds.
Brianna's been a camera operator for us. The only thing Brianna has not done is actually been a part of our broadcast on a microphone. That's the only thing that she has not done to this point. She's done just about everything else. Camera operator, producing, replay, graphics. Settle down. So Rodriguez will throw another long throw in here once again. He's been dangerous all evening long on these long throws. A lot of traffic right now. Nagatkin right in front of Patel inside that 6. Looking to find the equalizer. Rodriguez throws it in towards that near post, and that one's just knocked away. Off the foot there of Nadai, Muhammad Nadai.
This is a third corner kick coming up for Black Cat, all in the second half, but they're running out of time. Down to 15 minutes. They're trying to find a way to level this game up at 1 apiece. They trail 1-0, giving up that 37th minute goal.
Oh, look at this ball in through traffic, and he was wide open inside the 6, it looked like, and just couldn't get a clean touch on that. That was number 19, Enzo Degatti.
Black Cat does not find a way to get back into this game. This will be a contest of missed opportunities. Black Cat, 14 total shots, 5 shots on goal, 3 corner kicks. Still not been able to put anything up on that scoreboard where it matters most. They trail 1-0 to FUT Ohio. We're now in the 76th minute. Inside 15 minutes plus stoppage time. Plenty of time to get an equalizer, but not a lot of time to create.
Remember, the winner of this game will take on Bridgeport next weekend. Place to be determined and time. Ball comes in off the free kick. Nagatkin. Not foul. We'll keep playing. Degatti. He'll play it back. Cut back by Moreno. Kazuji. He'll dribble. He's been dangerous again all afternoon here for Ohio, but good job by Rodriguez. He'll play it back to Serratos, and they'll try to build out of the back. Comment from Mizuik says Black Cat won last weekend in extra time and scored within the first minute of extra. So they have a chance. His ball looking towards Nagatkin.
They've just been unable to solve that defense of FUT Ohio. Again, one of the best defenses in the country. 42-5 in terms of goals for, goals against.
Back to Patel, who looked to play this up over midfield. Referee will blow the whistle. As good work there by Nadai.
FUT Ohio, they have 8 shutouts on the season. They have actually been shut out 3 times themselves. So both their losses and their 1 tie were shutouts against FUT Ohio, but 0.39 goals against average, and we're getting closer and closer to the end of this match. They have held on, avoided danger a few times.
Played in by Deaver. That's one back by Black Cat. You're kind of seeing now more of a sit back and kind of let Black Cat come to them is Ohio, as this ball played up that far side, and one back by Nadai.
Back line of FUT Ohio, even their midfielders, very patient at times in the game. You can see how organized they are. They're covered for each other well. We did a game last weekend at the NAIA Women's College Soccer. Aquinas College is the same thing. Like, they just don't not give up a ton of great chances in the box.
Ball up this near side, and it'll make its way out. And obviously, if you're Ohio, you don't want to give up a lot of throw-ins deep in your own territory right now, just because of the fact that this is a really dangerous throw-in coming from Rodriguez.
Do have a little bit of swirling wind. It is cold. Temperatures have dropped down in the mid-20s here.
Manai looking. Kasuji. He'll play it back. Now Deaver. That's a good tackle, and I think the referee may even give a card. He will. So first card of the evening, it will go to Moreno. Yeah, I'm not sold on that. I'm sold on that one, Dan. And the reason why is he got the ball initially, and then right afterwards, that's when I would say almost like Deaver got tripped, tripped him, tripped. I don't know if I'm sold on that yellow card.
Yeah, there was a little bit of delay in terms of Deaver falling to the ground. It came a good second and a half after the initial contact. This is an opportunity. This is a good 40, 45 yards out in front of the goal where FUT Ohio can serve this into the box, maybe create a little magic, get a shot attempt. Just crossed into the 81st minute.
Ball played to his near side instead. Kasuji down by the end line. That's good work by Rodriguez. The ball cleared up and out. Nadai. Cisse. Manai. Kasuji looking to go to that back post, and good work to clear that away. Gotti now on the ball.
We talked a couple minutes ago about FUT Ohio kind of sitting back a little bit here in the second half. In the last couple minutes, they've been the more aggressive team. Still up 1-0. Seconds away from crossing into the 82nd minute, so 9 minutes left plus stoppage time at this point. FUT Ohio, Westerville, Ohio up 1-0 over Black Cat, the Lafayette, Indiana-based team. This is the UPSL round of 16.
Now Deaver looking to go into space. Kasuji, and the flag will go up once again. Just can't time that run.
Fifth time today that they've been whistled for offsides. They're just taking off just a little bit early on some of those plays. You have to be a little bit patient when the other team has numbers and you're up there towards midfield waiting to get a through ball.
Ball was played in by Ceylon and right into the hands of Patel.
Just 5 saves for Patel, but there's been several times he's come off his line. The corral crosses and long throw-ins into the box. On his part here today. This team is still trying to protect that 1-0 advantage. Those late 1-2 goal advantages are sometimes extremely difficult to protect because if the other team scores, that pendulum swings in a hurry, and next thing you know, you're on your heels. '83rd minute.
Eclipsed 101 votes here on the UPSL YouTube channel. 68% of you say Black Cat will win this game. 7.5 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. That might come true, don't know yet. But right now, FUT Ohio SC's got 32% of your vote, are currently in the driver's seat with a 1-0 lead, a 37th minute goal from Cisse, his 11th of the year. Seinu Cisse is all the difference. It was assisted by Jack Kasuji. Rodriguez. Down went Ceylon, and now a free kick coming up here. This one about 55 yards from goal.
Two quick fouls against football. FUT Ohio.
Cut inside. That's Gotti. Looking to go out wide, and Cisse. Mana. Plays it back. Good work.
FUT Ohio doing a much better job with their possession game here in the second half. They're playing a little bit more direct in the first 45 minutes.
Kasuji. Now switch towards his near side, looking for Cisse, but that's one back, and now here come Black Cat. She's not getting a lot of really good midfield play out of them today, is Black Cat. You know, to play that ball so direct there, you're looking to find an outlet in the middle of the park, right, and build out of there. You're trying to draw in defenders, and you can't do that if you're just playing direct balls, trying to bypass your midfield completely.
Again, they had a lot more chances in the first 20 minutes of this game, and Black Cat, you know, they were using their midfielders at that time. They were creating more chances, more crosses, more shots, but after the first 20, 25 minutes of this game, they've been somewhat quiet. Just 4 total shots in the second half for Black Cat, and that's not the way you want to play if you're down 1-0 at the half. Now they're down to just 5 minutes plus stoppage time here, trailing 1-0 to FUT, Ohio.
Well, it's played into the 18, and it's going to make its way out for a goal kick. So Sergio says Diverse City scored 3 goals in the last 10 minutes last week in that matchup. That game again went into extra time, in which where Black Cat came out victorious. It's not the first time we've heard about teams that have been up 3-0 in a UPSL matchup. Back in 2022 in the summer, we were back out at historic Columbus Crew Stadium. I believe it was Orange County FC that was down 3-0 at the half, coming back and winning in that game in overtime. Ball back now to Cerritos.
I believe you and Steve Best were on the call for that contest.
We were. Good move in the middle of the park. Black Cat with 5 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Pushed out wide.
Takes us 1 play, 1 strike to level this game up. Just crossed into the 87th minute, so a little less than 4 minutes plus stoppage time left in this game.
There was Sebastian Estrada that had that ball at this near side, as we'll see Jonathan Rodriguez step in. Throw this ball. It's a long throw into the 18. One-time shot right back through traffic, but now cleared up by Ohio. 3.5 to play, plus stoppage time. Cisse up this near side, ball stays on, though they're going to say it went out. Rodriguez will throw this one in again. Long throw in right into the 18. Up that far side. Down inside the 18. We're going to see no foul. It's another throw in. Well, that game last year, too, that was a fun game. Chicago Nation against Columbus Crew. That game wasn't a penalty shootout. We were there for that game. You weren't there for me with me, Dan, were you?
No, I was not at that road trip. We saw a game 2 years ago in mid-December in the UPSL. I believe it was around the 16 at Oak University. It was the indoor bubble. I think Detroit United came back from a 1-0 halftime deficit to advance with a 2-1 victory. So some classic matches in the UPSL here the last couple of years.
Patel will try and take as much time off the clock as he can. Chicago Nation, a staple of the Chicago area, playing that Midwest Central Conference. They have been to, I believe, 3 national finals in their history. As Cisse tried to go through 2 defenders. Won the 3rd place matchup last summer. Not this past summer, last year. Good battle inside. Deaver. Look at a touch. Looking to play it to Cisse right into the hands of Cerritos.
So again, the UPSL plays 2 different seasons within the calendar year. You have that spring and summer season, which starts in March and goes through the beginning of August, and then kind of your fall and winter season begins around Labor Day in September and goes into late January, early February, depending on which year.
Gotti on his left foot. Gotti plays it inside. Now shot, it's blocked. That was the best opportunity of this second half, and it was blocked once again by that Ohio defense. I mean, moments away, Dan, maybe from an equalizer and overtime.
That shot was from outside the box. The defender was right there with his right foot to kind of turn that shot away.
There's Kasuji now. Kasuji, he had Cisse wide open. Ball played to Mana. Now Mana will fire one that goes wide.
90th minute. About 30 seconds plus stoppage time still left.
Referee put his hand up. I believe he showed 3 minutes of stoppage time. So we'll get that up on our screen here as soon as we hit the 90th. 9-0-0-0 on the screen.
There was one minor injury plus a yellow card here in the second half.
Manai. Up this near side. Tomwa. Cisse. Ball now played back to Serratos, and Rodriguez will bring it up. 3 minutes to go in this game. Into Estrada. It's a good switch to that far side, finding Torres. Just can't get past the defender. Again, this defense of Ohio has been so good here tonight, so good all season long, and they have put themselves in prime position to come away here and make their way into a national quarterfinal matchup. Mana.
Very patient defensively. You give up 5 goals, 13 games.
Look at this now, Cisse. Rodriguez is there. Cisse puts it up and over. Good work by Rodriguez to slow him down because he was on his way in. Salan.
Third time tonight that Cisse kind of broke loose down that right side, unable to put that one on target, but another dangerous opportunity for FUT Ohio to add to their 1-0 advantage. We're now about 1:20 into stoppage time. There's 3 minutes of stoppage time, so we're down just about 1.5 minutes. Black Cat time is not on their side. They trail 1-0 here in the UPSL round of 16. They only get 1 or 2 more opportunities here. Waning 1.5 minutes.
Rodriguez with a long throw, and Patel comes out. It's loose, but Ohio is right there, and they'll clear this one up towards midfield. Serratos now at midfield. Ball put right back in. Pushed out to Rodriguez. He'll use his left foot to switch to that far side of the pitch. Popped up in the air. Get good, solid defense here from this back line of Ohio. In the final minute here of stoppage. Rodriguez. Gets a good switch to that far side. Look to be settled down, but now the flag will go up. Offside is the call. So 30 seconds to go.
Down on the waning seconds here of stoppage time. One last-ditch effort coming up for a Black Cat.
That's a foul right there. So a free kick here. And this one's 50 yards from goal.
It's maybe the last opportunity. They have to put this into the box, maybe get a deflection.
Serratos will make his way into the 18. We have seen goalkeepers score goals in the past in moments just like this. Salan puts us one into the 18, but it's right at Patel. He was testing the goalkeeper. Patel is there once again. Patel will look to put this one back in play. Referee has blown the final whistle. And FUT Ohio has punched their ticket in the national quarterfinal.
9th shutout of the 2024 fall campaign comes at the right time. The round is 16, so FUT Ohio moves on. Black Cat, the Lafayette, Indiana side, sees their 2024 fall campaign come to a screeching halt. They were the more dangerous team in the first half. They had 16 total shots overall in this game, and 7 on frame and 2 corner kicks, but Ohio's defense, they blocked 4 shots. Devin Patel had 7 saves of his own. Ohio lowers that goals against average closer to 0.30 on the season. 9th clean sheet. Talk about defense winning championships. Well, FUT Ohio has one of the best defenses in back lines in the entire country. They are now a proud part of the Elite 8, the UPSL.
We'll bring you here into our press box here. There we are, Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Sickrat. We want to thank you for stopping by here on this Saturday evening. UPSL round of 16 matchup. Again, FUT Ohio capitalizes, score a goal back in the 37th minute. Osenu Cisse, assisted by Jack Kasaji. And but that's your scoring, and you know what? All it takes is the team that's got one more goal than the other to win. It sounds so simple, but on a night like tonight, it was 27 degrees outside, feel like 17. It may not be so easy as you think, but we want to thank you for stopping by here tonight and watching this game on the UPSL YouTube channel as well as the National Soccer Network. I want to remind everybody we'll be back at this again next week. We've got a lot of games coming your way here on the National Soccer Network. USL Academy Finals, those will be on Sports and Play, but we'll be producing them here from Michigan, out in Tampa, Florida. And we got some Major Arena Soccer League 1 and 2 coming your way here again on Sunday, tomorrow night, as well as next week on Saturday and Sunday. So a lot of games coming your way, and we're excited to bring them to you. So we'll send it back out to the field. We'll end here tonight's production with some highlights. Either way, I want to thank our production team, Akshay, our camera operator out at Grant Middle School in Marion, Ohio. Brianna Turner, our producer, alongside Dan Sigrat. My name's Jonathan Turner. Thanks for stopping by here on this Saturday night. Have a great rest of your weekend. Happy Thanksgiving. So long, everybody.